Hey cooks, we're going to do a continuation of our hand mixer challenge by testing out the Shardor Hand Mixer. Now we looked at mixers that were over $30 and we also looked at budget-friendly mixers that were under $30. This mixer fits into our budget-friendly category and I'm really interested to try it out to see how it performs compared to the others that we tested. So join me as we do the Ultimate Hand Mixers Challenge with the Shardor Hand Mixer. So I just want to take this opportunity to thank Shardor for sending this hand mixer. We had a lot of fun with those hand mixers, and I'm really interested to see how this performs against our experience with the other ones. This is a 300 watt hand mixer, which is really interesting because some of those hand mixers we tested were only like 80, 100 watts. So I'm thinking this one is going to have some nice power to it. What else is interesting is it comes with this stand. One of the things that's hard for me to store these hand mixers because the beaters tend to get away from the actual hand mixer. So when you want to go to use it, you're running around trying to find everything. And this one, it's all right together because of the stand. So let's get this thing out of the box. It comes with a little use and care guide, and we have our stand. This is what I really like about this hand mixer, is it has this little stand. We have some dough hooks. I don't really use these dough hooks. I think they're really good if you want to maybe shred some chicken or make a meatloaf with them. I think they're good for that. We also have our beaters. Sweet, these are nice stainless steel. Put those bad boys in here. And we also have a whip. And let's see, we got our mixer here. Sweet. Oh, I really like this. Is this a egg separator? That's what that looks like. Awesome. Wow, this is really cool. This reminds me of the Viking. It sort of has that shape to it, like the Viking. Has a nice, really nice handle on it. I like the sort of the chrome accent, right, to it. Here's your control, your eject button, and sweet, here's your speed control. This reminds me of, it has sort of that look and feel that the Viking has, but it's a lot, lighter. Interesting. So you would put the whip here. You could actually store it. So you basically store it like this. So this could sit on the back of your cabinet. It could sit in the pan room really nice. I really like this because every single time I want to use a hand mixer, I'm running around and looking for the attachment for it. But here, they're right here in the thing. So we're going to judge this on the categories that we judged the other hand mixers. We're going to look at the overall look and feel. We're gonna whip some cream and we're gonna make some cookies. So let's get to this test. Okay, so the overall look and feel. My first thought is, like I said, I really like the stand. I think it's a great idea. I like this better than those boxes that we saw that hook to the bottom of the mixer. I think some of those are kind of clunky. I think this is a really great idea. There's only 4 holes in here, so I don't see an extra hole for this. So I just stuck this in here and it works just fine for the whip. So for the hand mixer, Like I said, this so much reminds me of that Viking, but it's actually a lot more comfortable because it's a little lighter and there's just not quite as much bulk to it. Here's our beaters, and it's just like your classic beaters where you have one that has a ring on it. So you put one in the ring side. Let's plug this thing in and see how it sounds. Okay, so this is a 10-speed hand mixer. And what it has is it has a switch here for turbo 1 that's your 1 through 5 speed, and then you switch this and then it will go, the 0 to 5 will be 6 to 10. So we're just going to go on the 1. Ooh, shoot. And then I clicked it on the 2. I actually really like it. Feels good in the hand. It's not overly loud compared to, you know, most hand mixers. And it's a really good price. I think it's kind of groovy, so I'm going to give it an A. Okay, first up is some whipped cream. So Eric so graciously chilled the bowl and the whip, and we have cold, heavy cream. So we're going to go ahead and put the whip in here, and we're going to go ahead. This is a pint of heavy whipping cream. And let's rock and roll. I have this on turbo 2, so we can get this up really high. So let's go for it. Wow, that's on like 1, so that would be 6. Wow, that was fast. How long was that?
That was about 45 seconds.
Yeah, that's fast. So I'm putting some powdered sugar in there. Wow. Nice. What was that total time?
Well, that was about another 25 seconds, so just a little over a minute.
Yeah, it's really fast. And look at that. That's beautiful whipped cream. Hey, Boo, come on over. Should I? Or should I be nice? Should I be nice to you, Boo?
Okay, Lucy, do I look like Charlie Brown?
Here you go. Just take a quick...
Well, the little bit that made it into my mouth tastes pretty tasty.
I'd give that an A. Okay, so let's make some cookies. We're gonna make my classic snickerdoodles. I'll leave a link down in the description to the recipe. So let's use the beaters and make some cookies. We're making snickerdoodles. So I have some butter here, and we're gonna go ahead and put sugar in here and we're going to cream the butter and the sugar. It doesn't really have a big soft start, but it's not too bad. It's not flinging everything everywhere like some of the hand mixers that I've used. And this is just on a 1, so it's got plenty of power. Really nice. So we're going to go ahead and put in some eggs. A couple of eggs. Nice. Yeah, I don't see, even though it doesn't have like a traditional soft start, it didn't go flinging. Nice. This has actually done a really nice job creaming. Some of those hand mixers, I didn't really get like a real creaming on it. This is actually the first hand mixer that I got a real like stand mixer type creaming on it. So we're going to go ahead and add some vanilla. Really nice. So we have our flour. I got some salt. I have some baking powder. And I have some cream of tartar. Just give a quick stir to the dry ingredients. Let's rock and roll. That's a 1. Seriously, this mixer, I'm on the turbo 1 side, and we're literally only on a 1. And it's powering through this. Wow. I feel like I have really good control, where some of the winter on the more expensive hand mixers, I had a little bit of a control problem. So turbo 1 is 1 through 5, and turbo 2 is 6 through 10. And I'm literally on turbo 1, speed 1. I mean, I'm getting this job done on speed 1, guys. I mean, this is on speed 3. Speed 1 and 2, it bogged a little bit, but as soon as I turn it up, it just goes right through. So that's I really like it, actually. I think if I turned it up on 10, it would be like way too much power for me to handle. I really think those higher speeds are really for whipping, because this hand mixer has a lot of power. It has a lot of power. And if I can do this dough down on 2 and 3, and it's a 10 speed, it rocked it. That's all I got to say. I think if I were to majorly turn it up, because I have a little difficulty with my hand, it would have been, a little bit of out of control for me, only because of my personal limitation. But I think, man, I could power through that dough at a 3. It did a fantastic job. I give it an A. So my final thoughts on the Shardor hand mixer. The overall look and feel, I gave it an A. It's a nice looking mixer. It has nice trim on it. It reminds me of my Viking. It's comfortable, and it's a lot more lightweight. You have to realize that this mixer is under 30 bucks. And so I'm sort of comparing it with the budget-friendly hand mixers that I tested. We tested the Hamilton Beach, the Black & Decker, and then the Mainstay. So I can tell you that this is a lot more lightweight and comfortable. Personally, I feel than the Hamilton Beach. I think it rivals my top pick. So the overall look and feel, I gave it an A. On whipping the cream, it was very fast. It did it in pretty much some of the fastest times that I've seen in a hand mixer. It did a great job. The first thing I noticed is, yes, there is no soft start, but I don't think I've seen a soft start on a sub $30 hand mixer. To get a soft start, you have to pay $50, $60, $70. You have to really get into more of those higher price hand mixers to get the soft start. So initially, you know, it does feel a little fast on one, but that's just because there is no soft start. But one isn't fast like the lowest end hand mixer that we did in that challenge. I absolutely couldn't even control that thing because it was just bam right out of the, you know, gate. And I did not have that. I did not feel that way with this. It has a lot of power. I gave it an A on the whipped cream and I gave it an A on the cookies. That power enabled me to almost complete that entire cookie batch on one. And it wasn't one because it was just too fast. It was one because it has nice power. It, you know, it forces the ingredients down in the bowl instead of out. I just think it did a fabulous job. When I started outing that second batch of flour, then it started needing a little bit more power, so I upped it from 2 to 3. It overcame that, and it did a great job. It did everything that I would expect from a hand mixer, and I'm really, really pleased with the performance, especially given the price. I think it's a great hand mixer, and my feelings about it are in line with the reviews on Amazon. When I look at the reviews, there's 450 reviews, and it gets like 4.5, like 80% is giving them a 5. And my opinion is the same as all those reviewers. It's a great hand mixer at a great price. I don't think you can go wrong. So the Shardor Hand Mixer gets Amy Learns to Cook thumbs up. Link will be in the description for this hand mixer. I don't think you can go wrong with it. Thank you, Shardor, for sending this, and links are in the description if you want to take a look at it. If you like this video, please subscribe below, leave me a comment and a like, and visit my website at amylearnstocook.com. You can also catch me on social media at facebook.com/groups/amylearnstocook, and also on Pinterest and Twitter at Amy Learns to Cook, and on Instagram at Cookin' with Amy. Yeah, thumbs up.